Perfetto.
Okay,
So guys,
beautiful.
first of all, I want to say thank you to Angela, which she didn't even think 1 second when I told her, please be online for Italian people who are having this bad nightmare since now 2 weeks home. They cannot go out. I say you have so many fans around the world, as much as in Italy. Please come over and let's make some fun for them. And she said right away, yes, in 0 second. Thank you, Angela. Grazie mille.
Anytime. I'm happy to do anything I can to keep people's spirits up, to entertain you, and of course, any opportunity that I get to speak with you, Rocco, is amazing.
Grazie, Angela. So, guys, for the Italian people who doesn't know, I don't think nobody, nobody really miss your movie. But just in case somebody doesn't know, we say a small intro in Italian or doesn't understand Italian. I see somebody, Jacopo Maurizi, speaks in Italian. Allora, ragazzi, Angela White è la più grande performer che io conosco da quando faccio questo lavoro. 3 anni di seguito, Best Performer of the Year, una grandissima attrice, produttrice, regista, il top del top che c'è al mondo oggi, qui live per voi. Ok, Angela, just make a small intro. And I say you are just a newcomer, you just start this business. No, just funny. It was funny. I told them the truth about you. You are fantastic. So many people told me already, what do you think is so special about Angela? I say I still have to find something which is not special. She not only know how to perform, she not only know what is erotism, she knows also to make movie, how to direct, how to be a producer and entrepreneur. So you have it all. You have it all.
Thank you, Rocco. That's such an honor coming from
No,
you.
but it's we have to always tell the truth. It's very, very important. So let's wait for some fan ask some question. Can you, Angela? You can read the questions.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay. So I just want to make sure that I am. I wonder if I can expand this and make it bigger. Yes. Excellent. Yes, I've got all the questions here.
Perfect.
So I can see somebody, a Jets fan, is asking, "What are you doing for the self quarantine?"
Yes.
I'm keeping myself busy. I'm keeping a routine. So what I do is I get up in the morning. Of course, the first thing I do is make my coffee. Nothing happens before I make my coffee. I put on some nice music to dance to, just to keep my spirits up, keep me happy. Then I do a workout, which I feel is very important for me. It lowers my stress levels. It keeps me fit. I like to make sure that I sweat every day. So I've been just using YouTube videos, actually, just searching different workouts. I don't really have any equipment, but I do a lot of body weight squats and cardio. Like I do like squat kicks, and I don't do much jumping because I don't want to annoy my neighbors, and I have asthma anyway, so I don't do much of that. But stretching. Just anything to keep my body moving. And then after that, I put on my makeup, which I know sounds strange because a lot of people, when they're going to be at home all day, they just want to stay in their pajamas. But I really, it makes me feel good to know that I'm put together. And then it's also a great time for me since I'm here. I can't shoot any porn. At least I can shoot some solo content. So I'm shooting solo content for my OnlyFans, for my Snapchat. I'm doing live webcam shows. So I'm just making sure I'm being productive and being as healthy as I can during this period. So exercising, eating healthy, staying in close contact with my friends and family, because obviously this is a very challenging and difficult time for everybody. And I want to make sure that I'm in touch with loved ones and making sure that they're healthy and looking after themselves as well.
Perfetto. So many people say you are so pretty, 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 pretty. So, okay.
Here.
There is few new
Thank you so much.
questions there.
Okay, so my favorite music, I actually have very eclectic tastes. So it depends on my mood. I listen to everything from like old 70s groove and funk to like pop punk and electronic. I listen to everything. And especially now that I'm inside, I am just going through all different types of music all the time. Um, does a straw have one or two holes? It has. That's very interesting. I want to say it has one, but then it sort of has two. I guess. Can I get back to you on that one? Ah.
Techno Trips, Angela Techno Trips said the next time you have to do live in Italian.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to. Well, if I'm gonna be stuck inside for a long time, I should start. I mean, learning a language, and why not Italian? I mean, it's such a beautiful language, and you sound so sexy when you speak Italian, Rocco. So maybe that can be something that I learn
That
while in
would be good.
quarantine.
We have to do our movie as soon as possible. Let's talk about our project with John, the new Fashionistas movie.
Yes, I'm so excited. We have been planning this and talking about it for a while. I've been going back and forth with John on the script. It's a very, very exciting movie. Obviously, it has been put on hold right now given the global circumstances, but when things settle down, we would like to make this incredible movie. And of course, it's an opportunity for Rocco and I to work together again, which I'm very excited about. If you didn't see our first scene together, that was just
Amazing.
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 So amazing.
And I'm
Life
and I'm
changing.
sure once everything go off again, all this virus shit will go away. The people will want to make this life even more enthusiastic and more passionate. And our
Yes.
movie will be 3 times more stronger than what we're supposed to do, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, I mean, I can't imagine what my first scene is going to be like after this quarantine because we don't know yet how long we're not going to be shooting porn. We hope we'll be shooting again soon, we hope, but we realize that it's important to have the industry shut down for now. So,
Poor guy, poor
however long
girl. The first one will be with
I
you, Angela. I don't know what you will do to him or to her.
I don't know either, but it's gonna be intense for both of us, I'm sure.
Incredible.
Hopefully it's you, Rocco. That would be
That will be
amazing.
incredible. Long time. That will be the longest waiting in my life after 35 years in the business. The longest time ever. Ever. Incredible. Okay, we
Uh,
have some more questions there, Angela, if you want to answer somebody.
okay, well, it's Aika's birthday, so happy birthday. What do I think will happen in the future of the porn industry? Well, I mean, a lot of things have changed with new technology, and a lot of things are changing even with this virus. You know, a lot of performers are doing a lot more webcamming and solo content. Time will tell what will happen, but obviously, as technology changes, the industry changes as well. So, obviously, the industry is already doing virtual reality content. Maybe there'll be holograms soon. We'll see what happens.
I would love to have an hologram of you in my house.
I would love to have a hologram of you in my house.
that's that's nice. Oh,
The
we have
things that we would.
more Italian people come here ask me, please, Rocco, say hi to Angela because if they say to you in Italian, maybe come on, guys, keep going, say ciao, ciao, Angela, ciao. Angela
I
loves.
understand. Well, hello, everybody. Ciao.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. You know, Angela, I had some people. I've been doing this now since day one. So making video for make the people laugh, talk about masturbation because I'm guessing a lot of girls alone in Italy and boys alone, and they cannot move and see each other because it's really prohibited. So
Yeah.
I was making some many video being jokes and stuff, and some people wrote to me, Rocco, are you not ashamed to talk about sex during so much death, like 560,000 people die? I said, guys, what you want to do? Talk about death all day long? I mean, I
Yeah.
mean, to me, sex. I love life, and sex is the best part of my life. So I wanna keep going with talking about positivity, sexuality, and life more than talk about death. Don't you think the same?
Yeah. Well, this is obviously a horrible situation. It's truly awful, and we really need to keep our spirits
Yeah.
up. You know, we have hope. We need to look after each other. We need to remain healthy, but we also in this time of crisis, we need to try and find some happiness in the face of such in such a terrible situation.
It's important, very very important. But you know, a few
Yeah.
people probably stuck with too much on the news all day long, all day long, all day
Mm.
long. We wanted them to move out of the bad news and bring them on the nice news. And I see so many people here from Italy saying, Angela, Italian people love you. Antonino La
Oh,
Rosa. Paolo
oh, well,
Cirino, thank you so much for your Angela. Angela, you are the best. You see, so many people know you, Angela.
thank you. Well, I love the Italians. I
there
have
is one, there
visited
is
Italy.
one very nice. Andrea Scalone. Angela, my son. Angela, I jerk off just last night on you. That's pretty
Oh,
nice.
thank you so much. I'm glad I could help you feel some pleasure during your quarantine.
So Rose asked you, what is your favorite food?
Oof. Okay. So let me tell you, I I love all types of pleasure, which is why I'm so into sex and sexuality. I'm into touch. I'm into taste. I'm into hearing good music. So anything to do with like the senses, just I mean, they give me so much happiness and joy. So food is something that brings me so much happiness in this world. So saying what is my favorite food, I can't just pick one. I love all different types of food. I love all different types of cuisine. Italian food, obviously, traditional Italian food. I love everything from ice cream to pizza to salad,
That's
everything. I
very
just
nice.
love good food.
That's very
And
good.
food brings people together
Yeah.
too. I mean, maybe not in this time exactly, but you know, we can all bond over our love of a good meal.
Sex and food goes together. There is one guy,
Mm.
Francesco Ludovico, who's asking a very interesting question. Hi Angela, why do you think performer like Rocco or Manuel Ferrara are different from other performer? What makes them so
Mm.
special?
Their passion, the fact that they just really, really love sex, and they also connect with you. So I think the connection is even more important than the love of sex, because you can love sex, but you can be a selfish lover. You can go into sex and think about how can I pleasure myself. But when you go into sex and think how can I connect with this person, how can we bring each other pleasure, how can we bring each other to new sexual heights, how can we feel something different together, that's very special. And not everybody has the ability to read another person and to kind of have an instinct on what this person wants and needs during sex. And I think that performers like Rocco and performers like Manuel really can really sense what another performer or another person wants to feel, and really is listening to the other performer, even if it's not a verbal communication, it's a physical communication or an emotional communication.
Thank you very much, Angela. I appreciate it very much. There is a guy here from Italy who is your biggest fans, I know. His name is Fabio Anastasi, and they say, Hi, Angela, hi, Rocco. You are unbelievable. You see, he's the biggest fan of porn in Italy. You imagine. He knows you very
Oh,
well.
thank you, Fabio.
Okay, there is some Italian. Uh, okay, Giuseppe Petruso, from how many years you have been porn star?
Well, porn star. When do you become a star? That is a separate question. But I have been performing in porn since 2003. So in 2003, I started doing solo and girl. So some people don't even consider that porn. I guess it depends on your definitions, but I was doing having sex with women in 2003. I didn't actually start having sex with men on camera until 2011. So I've been in the industry. I've been doing performance and doing being in the adult industry since 2003. So
Perfect.
it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, because in Italy we most of the time call porn star just a porn actor. We call porn star usual. I know. In English sounds strange. So one very important question from Niccolò Nocera. Hi Angela and Rocco, which are the difference about sex on set and private sex?
Mm. Well, there's not as many lights involved usually. There's not a camera crew. Um, yeah, I mean, there in some ways there are a lot of differences, and in other ways there are no differences. It depends on the performer because um, I'm somebody that likes to be very authentic when I'm on set. Sorry, so I like to have sex on set that I would also have at home, but at home I don't open up to a camera, so I will do a lot more like body to body contact, a lot more skin on skin. Whereas in porn we have to open up a little so the camera can see, so the audience can see, so the light can get in. Yeah, I would say that the main difference for me would be that opening up. I really like to be close to someone when I'm fucking them. And I mean, to me, like that physical contact where you can feel somebody's whole body against you just is so blissful. So at home I'm gonna feel more of you on me rather than
Very
letting you see my
nice. Very,
yeah.
very nice. Very, very nice. I said, normally when I answer this question, I say almost everything you said. I never thought about this physical contact which you have without camera, which is unbelievable, which makes the difference. You see, Angela, the reason why you are what you are, because you are so much detailed, everything. Wow. Nice. Alex, what is your favorite position, Angela?
I love to look into somebody's eyes when I'm fucking. So I mean, my favorite position does depend on my mood. I mean, sometimes you just want to get bent over and fucked, obviously. But really, I mean, I love missionary. I love cowgirl. I love to look deeply in somebody's eyes when I'm fucking them. That is my absolute favorite. But you know, if you pull my head back far enough, I'll be able to look into your eyes in doggy too. So
Wow.
just the eye contact is everything for me.
We are almost the same person, me and you. To me, when they tell me what is the most important part of a woman, I always say what she has inside. Through her eyes, I want to see what's inside, the femininity, sensuality. This is the most important. And you see, it's a clearly. You have lots of questions also in English. You want to choose
Yeah,
someone?
sure. Okay, I've done several films in several categories. Strong group scenes. What is my new goal? Okay. So I guess the question is like I've done so many things in porn. I've done everything from solo to girl to boy to anal to DP to group sex scenes, gangbangs, and a lot of people often ask me, what is next? What is how are you going to push yourself further? Um, and I would say that, I mean, I've always just wanted to find deeper connections. So, that doesn't mean that it has to be a scene that is romantic. I've always wanted, with every scene that I've ever done, to truly connect with someone, to understand them, to bring them pleasure. So it doesn't really, the category doesn't matter so much as the connection. So I don't know if there's a harder scene that I can do. I'm not somebody that sees like that you need to go harder and harder and harder. It's more about getting deeper and deeper into that authentic connection.
Great. Some Italian guy asked, you ever been in... Lori, non sento più Angela.
In what, sorry?
Sorry, because I somehow I lost your voice, and they thought you stopped
Oh.
speaking, but not. You were speaking still. Sorry. Some Italian guy was asking, you ever been in Italy?
Yes, I have been to Italy and I loved my time there. So I
Ah,
went to Venice, I was in Florence, and I was in Rome. So there are still many places I need to visit in Italy, but I had a wonderful time in those
good.
cities and I can't wait to get back.
Francesco Puntillo asked, when you coming back to Italy?
Very good question. I guess when this crisis is over, when the flights start again, I would love to come to Italy again.
Now,
So hopefully
now
soon.
they ask a very strange question, but you have to be real as you always are. Who are your preferred porn star?
Oh,
Uh,
that's
yeah,
so.
no, but you can even say really the one who you really feel yourself better. Doesn't have to be, of course. Let's put out me from the question.
Well, listen, there's not one because I connect differently with a number of
That's
different
very
performers. So I will say, I mean, here's the thing. It's pretty obvious when you watch my scenes who are my favorites. It's only obvious because you see the people that I so deeply connect
I,
with. It's
I can
obvious
say,
when
I
you
can
see it when
say,
you watch
I
me.
can say, Manuel, Marcus.
I was gonna say Rocco, Manuel, Marcus. Those are the three guys that are. I mean, when we get together, it's just so intense. It's so intense.
That's nice.
So
That's very, very
I always
nice.
try never to answer who are my favorites, but then it's so obvious.
No, thank you, Angela, especially on my age, 55, still be on your list. It's nice. If even if it would have been Marcus Manuel Rocco or Manuel Marcus Rocco, still would have been fantastic. Oh,
It doesn't matter about your age. You know you're phenomenal.
grazie, 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 grazie. Always nice to hear. Angela loves lesbian or not?
Yes. Yes, and you will be able to tell when you watch my scenes as well that I absolutely love women. I love just connecting with people. It doesn't matter about, man or woman, trans, whatever. I just love connecting with people that really want to open themselves up to me, to connect with me. And women are just so beautiful. I mean, their curves, their sensuality. I could not give up women. Women are just divine.
My Turner lock. Hi guys, Rocco, can you ask Angela what is her scene that she enjoy more in all her career?
Oh, um, I would say, oof. Ugh.
You made so many good movies. You
Okay.
made so many good movies. I saw one movie lately which you made with Caden Cross, and in this movie was
Mm,
fantastic. You went through so many different fantasy scene. I think this movie is probably one of the best ever for you, no?
yeah, Drive.
Drive.
That was an incredible movie. The experience of filming it was wonderful. The sex was incredible. It was just beautifully shot. The visuals were amazing. I'm really, really proud to have been part of
I
that
I have
movie.
a,
And
yeah,
Caden
I
did an
have
amazing.
one question for you which belongs to this movie. How is Kaden? I mean, for me, it was a big surprise to know that this girl came out from being an actress and be so good behind the camera. How is to work with Kaden? What makes her so incredible?
I think, I think there's a number of reasons why she's such a good director, but she's a very deep thinker. So when she writes her scripts, she doesn't just throw something together. She really thinks deeply about, the character development. And what I will say is she never compromises sex. So I've noticed there are some scripts where, it's the focus is more on the story, and when it comes to the sex, there's not as much effort put in. But she writes a story or a script that will never compromise sex, that will always allow the performers to do the best performance that they can do. So I think that's what makes her porn so erotic and so powerful.
Incredible, incredible, incredible. There is a guy here, Alex Monza and Brianza. What is your recipe to being so sunny and calm? Lifestyle and thoughts?
Lots of sex, lots of masturbation during this period. I think I know what I need to do to make myself feel good, and exercise, eating healthy, masturbation and sex really does. It makes me happy.
That's very nice. There is a guy who has a special request, Abhikat Rai from India. Hi Angela, big fan from India. I want to meet you. Can we meet after the COVID-19 is the end? Yeah.
I wish I could say yes to that, but we'll see what happens.
Julian Titus, Angela, how much do you love your fan? I think so much.
So much. The only reason that I'm able to do what I do and be successful at it is because of my fans. Without you supporting me, without you buying my movies and watching my scenes, I wouldn't be able to have this incredible career that I've had, and you allow me to do what I love. I mean, sex and the sex that I that I have on camera, I would be doing anyway, or I'd be trying to do anyway, but obviously I wouldn't have been able to make a career out of it, and I can't thank my fans enough for everything that they've done for me, and for all of your positivity and all of the wonderful things that you write to me on social media. You're just so wonderful, and I'm very grateful to you all.
Nice, nice. There is one guy, Angelo Scipione, says, Angela, what is the dirtiest thing you have done? Can you say goodbye to a friend of mine? His name is Luigi Reciniello, and he's your huge fan.
Hello to Luigi Ricinello.
Yeah,
Did I do okay?
nice, very good. He's a big fan of you. He would like to know what is the dirtiest thing you ever done.
This is difficult for me to answer because I don't think anything's dirty. Like I think that
they see us thinking like, oh, they are doing dirty because they don't do sometimes, so they think it's dirty. But in fact, that's what they turn them on.
Yeah, I mean, like anal sex to some people is dirty. For me, it's just normal. It's normal for me to explore my body, all of my body. I want to feel everything. I want to experience everything. So I just, I don't know. I guess whatever, when you watch me, if you think that's dirty, that's one of the dirtiest things I've done, because to me, it's not dirty.
That's very, very nice. There is, what is your preferred porn actresses, girl?
Oof. Oh my gosh. Off the top of my head, the list is way too long. Off the top of my head, I love Carly Gray. I love her sensuality. She's always been somebody that I've
That's
loved
why I don't know her,
shoot.
because you said she's lesbian. Okay.
Well, she used to do boy girl scene. She's now doing girl girl only. So I get to keep it all to myself.
Okay.
I love porn stars like Asa Akira and Alexis Texas, even though they're no longer shooting. I loved having the opportunity to shoot with them. Really, the list is just.
There is a guy, Antonio Turri. Do you prefer young boys or adult men? I guess in real life.
I like old men.
Okay, now I understand. This is very nice. Okay.
It's not that I don't like younger men. I'll certainly give younger men a chance, but I like the experience of older men. I like their maturity. I like the conversations we can have. But in saying that, everyone's different. Maybe I'll meet a younger man that, I can have wonderful conversations with. But as a general rule, I like older men.
Oh, nice. Lorenzo Gontofini, Angela, how are the European performer? How do you like the European performer?
watch my scene with Rocco and you'll find out.
That's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Okay. Okay. Let's see if I see something new. Luigi, Darcia Dolce. I don't know if you know Darcia Dolce. Angela,
Oh yeah.
Angela,
Yes.
get Darcia Dolce in Boy Girl. They want to know if you already did a scene with her.
I have. I've done a girl scene with her, but as far as I'm aware, she is not doing. She's still not doing boy girl. And I'm not going to convince her to do it. I know a lot of people ask me, "Oh, can you please convince XYZ to do boy girl?" But I think that everybody should do what they're comfortable with. I don't think that there's so many people that do boy girl that we don't need to encourage people that don't want to do it to do it. The best sex happens, the best scenes happen when two or more people are fucking that desperately want to be there. I don't think that, I mean, if she's not interested in doing boy girl, then I think it's better that she stays doing what she loves.
Somebody asked me if you know an Italian star named Malena.
I've heard, actually, I think, was she in maybe the trailer that
Yeah.
you might have sent me? I
Yes.
know. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. I haven't worked with her. I thought maybe that
You
was
work with
her.
her?
So I know her. No, I
Ah,
haven't
okay.
worked with her yet. No,
I
I haven't
hope
worked.
you will work with her. Her problem is the English, so that's why she didn't come to US trying to work. But you two together can be explosion. She's the most preferred porn star in Italy, Malena, already working for like 4 or 5 years, and she has done an incredible job in getting fan. Really love her in Italy, really much. She
I would love to work with her after all this calms down.
sexually, she reminded me you because she's very passionate, very passionate.
Oh.
Sexually, she reminded me you, and a little bit also on the little bit different, but I mean on sex, the way you guys have sex remind me you. So that could be incredible together. So
I would love that. I love to shoot with people that are passionate. So she is on my list now.
So there is Matteo Perrucci would like to know what do you think about COVID-19? Probably wants to know if you think it's flu or it's not flu or whatever.
I mean, I'm no expert on viruses. I certainly think that the situation with COVID-19 is awful. It's been an absolute crisis globally. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, certainly the world will be changed after this. I think that we really do need to focus at this point on just taking care of each other, taking care of our health. If we're told to stay inside, stay inside. I know that even in LA, we are in lockdown. We have been asked to shelter in place unless we must go out, unless it is necessary. And there are still people going out. So we really need to take this time to listen to the authorities, to stay at home, to really flatten the curve and the spread of this virus. I know it is, it's tough to stay inside. This is my 9th day of staying inside. I have not left my house, so it's tough, but it's important. Even if you feel well, it's important because we really need to take care of our elderly. We need to take care of the people who have compromised immune systems. And this is a very small price to pay, staying at home when there's so many different ways we can entertain ourselves, like doing these chats, reading, exercising in our homes. There's so many things that we can do to keep ourselves occupied to try and keep everybody safe.
Or you can watch a movie like Contagious, like I did today. Oh my god! I was watching this movie which was made like from Matt Damon and Whitney Paltrow almost 10 years ago. It looks like exactly the story of today. Jesus Christ! Anyway, there is a guy called Nathan Sorry, Nathan. He told me, Rocco, why you are ignoring my question? I'm very sorry. I didn't see. I don't ignore. He's asking, do you know Gabby Carter? Search on internet. She's beautiful. Do you know Gabby Carter?
I do. I actually shot with Gabby Carter for that movie Drive, directed by Caden Cross.
Ah,
We did a scene. Well, it was an interesting scene because we didn't actually have sex. I was present in the scene with her and Manuel, and I encouraged her to fuck Manuel. You'll have to watch the movie to see. And we have done a threesome for a VR company, Bedoink. So I have worked with Gabby Carter. She is absolutely beautiful, beautiful curves, beautiful breasts, beautiful little blonde. Although she changes her hair, who knows what she is now? But she is gorgeous.
okay, Lube. Hi, my name is Luca Stocco. Do you have any suggestion for keeping my relationship alive while we are in quarantine and can't see in real life? Thanks.
Watch porn together.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good. That's good way to be together. Yeah,
I mean, seriously, I think that maybe encouraging each other to stay healthy, working out together, spending some quality time together, but also maybe trying to spend some time apart.
yeah,
Like you don't want to live on top of each other, so maybe have if you. I mean, I don't know if you live in a small apartment, but maybe make a space for the two of you to do some things separate, so that you're not constantly on top of each other, and then come together and have some time with each other that's
yeah.
quality.
That's actually the technology today. It makes that possible. You can watch. You can be together by being in video. I mean, like we are doing now. So it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Imagine we wouldn't have nothing. That would be terrible.
Mm. Yeah. Well, actually, I was responding that to that question as if they were living together, but that's a good point. Like if you are a long distance relationship, or if you cannot see each other because you're in quarantine, doing things like this, skyping each other and calling each other is a good way to maintain contact.
Yeah, that's what's happening at the moment in Italy. Many girls try to call the 911 because the men became aggressive to them after 9 days, 10 days, 11 days home. So that's
Yeah.
caused huge problem because to be home for 24 hours a couple, I always say the perfect couple doesn't
Mm.
exist. You have to be really in order to keep a long time relationship. You need to have a lot of patience. You need to be tolerance. That's the most important word,
Yeah.
tolerant. But at the moment, it's very tough. Many girls calling the 911 that the boyfriend, the husband beat them up. This is catastrophic.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
awful. Especially, I mean, with everything going on, it's even more pressure on the
yeah.
the authorities and possibly the health system. I think that is why it is important if you are living together to make sure that you can separate maybe in different rooms to have some time by yourself and exercise and do things that keep you active to release any stress. I think whatever you can do to release stress, even masturbating, release the tension, um, open a window if you can and get some fresh air. But yeah, it's a tough situation that we're all in, and maybe even some meditation would be good just to calm yourself when you're feeling overwhelmed.
There is Andrea Scalone who's asking me about 10 times to marry him. Marry me. And there is also a guy who's try to imagine Francesco Ludovico. How should we imagine Angela White in everyday life?
Oh, I mean, you should imagine me as the fantasy that you already do, as the perfect woman with no flaws.
That's very nice. Fit me Angela, there is one guy in Italian, right? Russo Argento Rocco. Escile, he would love to see your tits, of course, it's not possible. But guys, you know where to find the tits if you want to see them. Uh,
Exactly.
Davide Cartuccio, no, Abishar Malahar. Hi, Angela. Do people recognize you when you are out of the street, like they approach you photo autographs? Big fan of yours, by the way.
Yes, yes, they do. And I've noticed that different countries and different cities, the people will approach me differently. I've noticed that in Australia, when I'm back in Australia, people will look at me and take a second look, but generally they won't approach me. And even in LA, people will look and not approach. But I recently was recently in Hawaii, and so many people approached me. So I think different. Maybe in Hollywood, they see celebrities all the time. So I do get people asking me for photos on the street, but not as often as say when I was in Hawaii. Was getting approached constantly.
Cos-
So
Cosimo Mita,
yeah.
Cosimo Mita. Ciao Rocco, could you please ask Angela what she would have loved to be done if she wouldn't be a porn star?
Oh,
Oh,
you know,
oh.
I've always been fascinated by sex. Even as a child, I was fascinated by sex. I was that kid at the back of the school library reading that book Where Did We Come From, looking at the cartoons of female and male anatomy and the cartoons of copulation. So I've always been someone that's obsessed and fascinated, and at a certain time in my life terrified of sex. So I think porn was the perfect place for me to be. But if I hadn't become a porn star, I think I would have still done something to do with sex. I would have been researching sex or writing about sex, or I don't know, like a sexual therapist. I think sex, it was destined for me to do something with
That's
sex.
nice. Part persona. Hi Angela, today is my birthday.
Happy birthday.
The-
Happy
Nadar
birthday.
Altoci. Hi Angela, would you come to Tunisia one day?
I would love to. I love traveling. Uh, oh my God, I love traveling and eating. I love eating all your cuisines. Yes, I would love to travel, and hopefully I get to visit Tunisia one day too.
Paolo Cirino asking if you can say hi is the real big fan in Italy. He says.
How do I pronounce his name?
Paolo Cirino. Paolo
Paolo Churino.
Cirino.
Paolo
Paolo.
Churino.
Paolo Cirino.
Sorry, I'm
Dudi
not.
Ashkan Kumar. Your scene with Rocco, it's really behind. Is that real behind the scene or it is scripted planet like that? No
No,
way. No
nothing.
way, no way, no
Nothing.
way, guys. We
Yeah.
don't like anything planned unless is a
No.
movie in front of the camera. Behind the scene, no way.
Yeah.
Ok,
No.
Riccardo 13, rieccomi Rocco, sono 13, salutami Angelo, è vera carina educata. Riccardo 13 is the guy who made the academy, the main guy. You know I do the academy since 7 years, and that's the main guy. He's watching you, he's your big fan. He say hi. We call him 13 because he was number 13 on the guys which was during the academy. He's the most funny guy.
So not because he has a 13
No,
inch
no, no,
cock.
no, no, no. It's really because it's really. You should to see him. It's really funny. It's sweetheart. Really nice person.
Oh, thank you for coming in and
Yeah,
joining
and he
us.
loves you. He loves you. Okay,
Oh.
Mr. 007. Angela, why do you have do you do a movie in the desert? Will give a nice view and not as desert weather. I think you made something like this, no?
Yeah, yeah, I have done some scenes in the desert. I actually, we shot a movie called Squirt Woman, Wastelands for Elegant Angel, and we shot in the desert. And the scenery there, it was incredible. We shot at Troma Pinnacles, and it looked like Mars. It was just amazing. I think I've done some other ones as well, but that's the one that comes to mind immediately. It was very hot. It was so hot.
Giuseppe Petruso, Rocco, can you ask Angela if she know Johnny Sin? I think you know him very well. You work with him, I guess.
Extremely
Yeah.
well. Yes, I know him very well, intimately.
Intimately. Liquido. Rocco, ask Angela if she can convince Gabby Carter to do a DP or a gangbang.
No, no, no. I don't convince other girls to do anything. I think that they should do what they're comfortable with and when they're ready. I'll tell you something about my career is that I only ever did things when I was ready. Actually only ever did things when I thought about them. I would think, fuck yeah. Like I think about a DP and I'm like, fuck yeah, I want to do a DP. I want to get DP'd. But I would never do anything like that's the reason for a very long time I only did girl girl because when I would think about boy girl, it wasn't like fuck yeah, I want to do that. There was like a little niggling thing, I was like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. But as soon as when I thought about it, I thought fuck yeah, that's when I did it. And I think performers like Gabby Carter, I mean, I would advise other girls thinking about the things that they want to do, that if they think about it and there's anything holding them back, it doesn't matter if the reason is silly or what it is, but if there's something holding them back, then they just shouldn't do it because it's not going to be good for the fans, because she's not going to have the passion that you want to see, because she's going to be holding herself back. It's better to do it when they're ready.
Perfect. Mr. 007, who is the best singer, Angela, and the best action movie for you? Also for Rocco, but most interesting is for you here.
Oh, that's too hard. As I said, I like so many different types of music. That's so difficult. And same with movies. I'm stumped on that question. Do you have a favorite, Rocco?
Me for singing, Rammstein, Du hast. I love the Rammstein music.
Yeah.
I play always this when I'm training. But I love, it depends about the mood. Sometimes I do want to hear Rammstein.
Yeah.
Sometimes if I need to I love this. Long time ago, I used to love rap music. I don't anymore. So it's like more you get old, the more you need something speed to speed you up. On movie-wise, I don't like at all kind of movie where you understand exactly how it will end. I love mostly B movie. I love
Yeah.
things real. I love probably scenario which could be true, real. So
Yeah.
I'm more into real things as much as I love real sex. I hate fake sex, even though sometimes we have to do this because sometimes the chemistry is not there. It's not always chemistry when we have sex. Sometimes it's professional, but most of the time I search for real.
Yeah. I feel like you're the type of performer though that can bring out the connection and chemistry of someone. If you get to set and for some reason the chemistry isn't there, or maybe they're distracted and something's going on in their personal life and they're not present in the moment, that when you come in and you're such a powerful sexual force that you will bring them into the present moment and drag that connection out of them, like the chemistry will come.
Thank you, Angela. I try always. That's true. I always try. Sometimes not easy. Sometimes it's more easy. Like I was telling you just before our life, when I was telling you about the my last period in America, I had a couple of scenes when the chemistry is not there. Even though you try the best, it's difficult. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Sometimes,
I do.
sometimes when you feel yourself, you go into the room and you feel the person, sex becomes so much better because this is my point of view. Sex is the only possible form of art. Acting, you cannot act. So there is you can act almost all kind of condition: cry, scream, angry. But real sex, very difficult to act, even
Yes.
from a real professional actors.
Yeah.
I'm talking about really top guys. When you see them naked, only few are good enough to be believable.
Yeah. No, I absolutely agree with you on that.
Then, okay, guys, Lori, how long we have been live? Okay, guys, we have more or less 15-20 minutes more. And then Angela will leave us, and me too, actually. So let's go for a few more questions. I know your history, Rocco, in Netflix, plus your mother when so playing on children. Thank you, Mr. O7. Okay, let's give some nice answer question to Angela again. Okay, love you, Angela. You are Matsing. Okay, Alex Boveridge. Hi, Angela. Do you think you and Rocco will do a romantic scene together? Do you have any female fan? Do they different from male fan? Do they are different from male fan? I'm sorry.
Yeah. So actually, on Rocco's last trip to America, we met up and we spoke about this because I said I really want to explore our connection and connect with Rocco in different ways. And one of the ways that I spoke about was perhaps doing something more romantic and also doing something more fetishy. So yes, I definitely, one scene with Rocco is not enough. As much as it was a wonderful scene, one is not enough. I need more Rocco. And I definitely want to experience all the different ways that Rocco fucks. So hopefully we get that opportunity in the very near future to do that.
Can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait. Thank you, Angela. Can't wait.
And yes, I have a lot of female fans, and how they differ. In many ways, they don't differ. I think that there's so much said that the sexes are so different, but often when it comes to sex, we want the same things. We want passion, we want connection, and sometimes women are even kinkier than my male fans. They want more kink and BDSM and consent play. So. I don't think necessarily that my female fans are different. I think each individual is different.
Nathan, do you know Indica Flower?
I know who she is, but I have not shot with her.
I don't know why Nathan like to know all your point of view about some different people. Pretty funny question. Anyway, there is a girl who loves you. In Italian, she just wrote, Angela, you are so nice, so quiet, so classy, so pretty, and so incredible. I'm like, seeing you like this, it's crazy. She wrote in Italian. I just translate. She really love you.
Thank you.
Francesco Puntillo. Rocco, puoi chiedere a Angela qual è il suo film? Okay, what is your preferred movie? Francesco wants to know.
Like as in a mainstream movie, or like the movie that I shot?
Mainstream. No, sorry.
No?
Movie that you shot.
Okay, so I can't give you one, but I can give you like maybe a top 5 in no particular order. But we were speaking about Drive, so definitely Caden Cross's Drive, the movie that I directed, Angela Volume 3, my Jules Jordan Showcase, Angela White Dark Side, Perspective by Bree Mills, Angela by Darko with Johnny Darko. Oh, you know what? There's so many. I Am Angela, Evil Angel. Those are definitely in the top for me, and there's probably others that I left out, but those 6 are definitely in the top.
Nice. Yeah, they asked me again question like if we do movie together. I said of course we do movie together. Angela, can you speak Italian? Not for the moment, Gabri, so she doesn't speak for the moment Italian. Probably later. Okay, Alex21. Rocco, can you ask Angela what she's doing alone home this period of quarantine?
Masturbating again and again and again and again. I actually have, my table is covered in dildos and Hitachis, but I didn't want to pick one up in case YouTube doesn't allow it. But I have a Hitachi. You hear that? That's my Hitachi right next to me, always next to me.
So Angela, I have a great question. I just made like 2 hours before the show, I make an announcement on Instagram. I say, tonight I want to ask this question to Angela. It seems in Canada they sold 60% over of sexy toys than normal just the last 3 weeks after the spread of the news of COVID-19. They sold so many sex toys. What do you think about this? Why Canada only? What's going on there?
I wonder what the statistics are in other countries. I think the Canadians are probably very responsible people. If they've been told to rest in place, that they're going to do so, and that's why they've ordered all those sex toys so that they can safely stay inside, not go to like the group orgies that were organized before all this crisis happened. I will say that, if you're stuck inside all day, you're gonna get horny, and why not have toys? It makes it fun.
But why you think so many people order sex toys? That means they are alone home, or they prefer, even though they are together, they're still using sex toys. What is your opinion?
I think it's both. I
Both,
think
huh?
it's people that are alone. I think it's couples that want to use it together. I think that even if you're a couple trapped inside, you might not want to have sex every single time the other person's horny. So if you have sex toys, well, you have sex, once a day or whatever, and then you go masturbate 5 other times, whatever.
You
I
know,
think that
that's very interesting what you said about masturbation, 5, 6, 7 times. That's for a woman, also for a man.
Well, I mean, it really depends on the individual, doesn't it? And it depends on your mood and where you are in your cycle. I mean, it really depends. I think men and women can be just as horny as each other. So, and people respond to stress differently. If people are stressed, some people will want to use sex or masturbation as an escape, but some people, if they're stressed in this crisis, they will lose their sexual appetite. So I think maybe it's good to be prepared in a time of crisis. So why not have your sex toys ready?
Yeah, that's definitely what I have saying. Just we have one problem as men, but that's only my experience when I was very young. I was 12 years old until 12 when I discovered masturbation. I was masturbating so much, like 3, 4, 5 times a day for a year, and I end up in the hospital with cystitis, a chronic cystitis. So I was like burning, and the more I masturbate, and more it's like I get rid of the burn, and then 5 minutes later start again the burn. Then I masturbate again, I end up in the hospital. That's why I said, guys, masturbate, but be careful, because if you do every day, 5 times a day. So since I say this, you don't know many messages of young guy tell me, Rocco, what do you think? 2 is enough or 3 is enough? That's funny. So
Well, quality over quantity. I don't know. With the Hitachi, I know I have to be careful because it can burn your outer lips. You
yeah.
can burn yourself because it's so powerful. So yeah, you do have to be careful. Have to be careful of chafing. Use lube or just yeah. I mean, I guess there is too much of a good thing. I don't know.
No, but that's definitely the only way. Even though somebody thinks uh, uh, now with the COVID-19, many people increase pornography viewing. Like many people spend more and more hours. Do you think this is could affect bad, like bringing people to be up, like how you call this, obsessed with, how you call it? Dependence.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
They usually call it addiction here,
Addiction,
but
addiction, addiction.
yeah,
You think
yeah.
this could bring an addiction? Sometimes I say, guys, you have to watch porn because that's make you think better life than just thinking about the virus. But don't spend 24 hours on it. It's very important. Otherwise, you can
I
be
yeah.
addicted.
I definitely agree that it's probably not a good idea to spend 24 hours a day masturbating, or watching porn masturbating. I don't believe in porn addiction. I think that anything pleasurable is something that humans seek out. I don't think that you can be addicted to it any more that you can be addicted to chocolate. I mean,
Yeah,
we
anything.
like to experience pleasure. And I think that in this time of crisis, it's really nice to have a way to escape, and a way to self pleasure. And I think porn is a wonderful, healthy aid, for your masturbation. Um, Obviously, even if you're trapped inside, you still need to have some normality. So you still need to, you know, try and be doing some exercise, sleeping well, eating well. You don't just want to be in front of your computer all day masturbating. You should be, connecting with your friends online, reading, or whatever it is that brings you pleasure. Video games. Just don't spend
All day.
your whole time. Yeah, all day, every day.
In fact, there is a question from a guy say, what you like after sex? Second thing, most important is sex. Second thing.
Uh, is the second round of sex, and then third thing. I like snuggles. I like to just like lay there in that blissful moment, that post-coital bliss where you just feel so good and just lay there and feel it, snuggling, kissing. Yeah, then more sex. Snuggling and kissing usually leads to more sex.
Wow. So, guys, you have to understand this, that Angela could be the perfect woman ever. Put this in your dream. We have only one Angela. So there is a guy who said, Dushyamant Kumar, I need I from Angela, a request from Missy Rocco. Please, I love her so much. This would make my hair. Wow.
Okay, can you pronounce this?
He wants you to say hi to him, and his name is Dushyant Kumar. Dushyant
Hello,
Kumar.
Dushyant Kumar. I'm so bad.
Yes, Dushyant Kumar. I think he's from India.
Oh, I wish I could pronounce it better. Dushyant Kumar.
Yeah.
Thank you, and hello. Thank you for joining us today.
Oh, there is one guy, Alex Beveridge. Do you think you'll go back to the university? And
Yeah.
do you think you will do any writing books, academic writing? What do you think about women being placed in the myth category when they reach a certain age?
So yes, I do think I will go back to university and do my PhD. Studying has always been a passion of mine. I love to read. I love to learn. I went to university, the University of Melbourne, and got my Bachelor of Arts, where I focused on gender studies, and my focus was really on sex, sexuality, and the porn industry. So obviously my other great passion, which is sex. And I actually did have a revised version of my thesis published in an academic textbook, the Routledge Guide to Media, Sex and Sexuality. So that is an academic textbook for undergraduate and master's students. And I do hope that I will go back and do my PhD again soon. At the moment, I'm so focused on performing that I don't know when that will be. I love living in LA right now and shooting all the porn that I am. But it is definitely a goal to go back and do more research and writing on sex, and on the porn industry and other industries that really interest me, like webcamming. Yeah, it's always been fascinating to me. In terms of women being placed in categories, I think that there's, we could make so many different arguments about why categories should or shouldn't be a thing in porn. Obviously, it helps for search engine optimization. It helps fans to find what they want. I think that people shouldn't be reduced to these categories, and that goes for so many different categories, like the very controversial interracial categories like this, which are kind of they're obsolete, and they really shouldn't be used. But yeah, thank you for your question.
Moro Moretto, I think we get two more questions, and then we'll need to say goodbye. And thank you very much for Angela, because she was here for a long time. So guys, we have to ask one more question and then one more. So Moro Moretto, Angela, which one was the most difficult scene you have done?
Oof. I'm very lucky that I will say that most scenes that I do are extremely fun, and I can't say that I've had many difficult experiences. Although I will, you know what, the ending scene in Drive where we do a big orgy where I get DP'd. At the end of that, I am tied up, suspended, and lifted up. And this was something that I requested. This was something that I really wanted because I had not been fucked while suspended like that. That was physically difficult. That was by the end of that suspension, I was hurting, like my muscles hurt. But it was something I consented to, something I actually requested and asked for. So it was something that it was definitely a good experience, but it was challenging.
Okay, Jack King, if you want to answer. Otherwise, we move to another answer. Angela, are you in a relationship?
So I'm in an open relationship. So what that means is, I mean, right now, obviously, this is with the situation with COVID-19. I'm not engaging in my open relationship, but I am polyamorous. So I have multiple boyfriends and girlfriends, and I'm somebody that prefers a more emotional, intimate connection. So I don't like to just fuck people. What I like to do is form relationships with multiple people. So have like an intimate friendship would be a good way of putting it. Because I mean, when I'm on porn sets, I get to like fuck a whole bunch of different peoples, and there doesn't have to be any emotional attachment. But in my personal life, when I'm having sex with someone, I like to have a more emotional connection with them, and that can just be friendship. It doesn't have to be serious in the sense of like always ongoing, but some sort of friendship.
Angela, do you have like every big star? The last question can we give to you when they finish the show and then they come back just for say hi. Last one. Abhijing Malakar. Hi Angela, which woman would you like to dream seen to be?
Ooh. Well, I would love to have a group sex scene with, I'm sure this is almost impossible, so it is a dream scene, but it would be amazing to get fucked by Rocco, Manuel, and Marcus at the same time.
Oh,
But
maybe we need to talk to John about this.
that would be incredible. It might just be a dream, but
No, why dream? We are still all alive.
yes. Okay, so there's
We're
still
still
hope.
all alive. Demilo just said one thing. Please, could you get Angela to say hello? It would mean the world. Demilo.
Thank you so much, Demilo. Hello, Demilo. I hope you are having a good day, and thank you so much for joining us.
Angela, what to say? Thank you from my heart. You have been incredible. I have to tell you guys, I ask Angela for the people who are just connected. Just ask her, hi Angela, would you like to be part of this for the Italian people who have been through this big disaster? And she didn't even think about it. She said, yes, Rocco, anytime, any hour, any day you choose, I'm here. So this is Angela White, really, really nice person, top performer, incredible performer. I actually, in 35 years, never see anybody achieve and I say this from my heart, Angela, everything the way you do, with passion, with professionality, with focus, with smartness, you are complete. Very, very, very rare. Thank you, Angela.
Thank you, Rocco. That means so much to me to hear that coming from you.
It's what I think about you, and thank you very much. Thanks to all of you guys, and Forza Italia, I have to say, Italy start bad. At the moment, Angela, we have Spain getting really bad. We want to say a big hi to Spanish people. Keep hard, stay strong, Spanish people too. French people, I see one after the other, they all go through this bad time. Keep hard, guys. Don't give up. Life is beautiful. We have to fight. Thank you, Angela.
Thank you so much. It's been my pleasure. Thank you to everyone who joined. Thank you, Rocco, for inviting me. It's been my pleasure to hopefully just entertain you all for a little bit, and just look after yourself, look after your loved ones. We're all in this together. Let's try and stay healthy and happy for the world, because we really are all in this together.
All, of course. Ciao ragazzi,
Yeah.
ciao a tutti. Ciao Angela.
Ciao. Ciao.